That's all coming up. Once you've recorded your macros, it's a simple matter of playing them back every time you need them. The steps you recorded will be replayed at the location in your document where your cursor is flashing. So for us, we've recorded a letter closing, and we see that letter closing that we created on the fly while we were recording our macro. Let's test it out by removing this closing. We'll click and drag from the end of the last sentence here, which is our No Obstacles Inc. website. We'll drag all of the down to the end of CEO and hit delete on the keyboard to remove that. So here we are. We've typed our customer letter. We're ready to close it off now, but we have a macro to do that on the quick access toolbar, so it's just a matter of going up and clicking the button. Now eventually you may have many of these macros on your quick access toolbar, and the icons will all look the same. So as you hover over it, you'll note to see the name of the macro. This is our letter closing. So when we click it, voila, all done. One click of a button, we have several lines of text and blank lines. Even some formatting on that last line of text. So that's one way to get to our macros. If we were to hit undo, what do you think would happen? Well, actually, there's several steps here that have been recorded and played back. So hitting your undo button doesn't seem to do anything. It's actually just turning back on the formatting that we turned off at the end. Hit it again, there's the bold, the italic. Hit it again, there's the last line. A couple more clicks take out the formatting. A few more clicks take out the blank lines, another click takes out sincerely, and so on. So you can see we actually have to hit undo many times to get back to that point where we wanted to play our macro. So each of the steps is a separate command. Another way to play, or at least find your macros to play them and do other things like edit them and delete them, is to go back to the View tab and click the macro buttons, which is the same as clicking the drop down and choosing View Macros. There is a keyboard shortcut for that, and it's Alt F8. So clicking this button opens up the macros dialog, where you'll see all of the macros you've recorded to this point. There is our one, letter closing. With it selected, we can then go over to the Run button to run it. So if it doesn't appear on your quick access toolbar, maybe it's been removed, you forgot the keyboard shortcut, you can go here to run it. You can also use Microsoft VBA, Visual Basic for Applications. Using step into allows you to go to the various steps in the code of your macro, and that's one way to make changes. If you're a programmer, you'll like this function. We can also edit it, something we'll do in the next lesson. Create new macros from here, even delete macros that we no longer use. Let's just click Run, and there's our closing. Perfect, just where we wanted it. So that's how we find our macros and play them back. In the next lesson, we'll talk about making adjustments or changes to those macros using the edit function.